Hello, we are back with the long form video content. How are you all? I hope you're all good. I've just picked up some stuff that I thought might be of interest, so here we are doing long form content. That answers the age-old question, how many sets of racking can you fit in one car? Everyone's been asking the same question, I'm sure. Well, let me show you. You can't see it because it's got the shelves in the way. Let me just move these ones out of the way. Ah, there you go. So there is there's 6 shelves, but it makes 5 racks along, put next to each other, so it's sort of 5 bays, and then there's all the shelves that go on it. Really simple to put together. I've been looking out for some kind of more shelving over the months, just sort of try and free up some space, but in my unit I've still got loads of books in there, so I kind of wanted to try and clear a bit of that out first before I actually bought some more. So it kind of worked out well in a way. I've still got tons of stuff in there, but I've been getting through a lot of it as well, so I'm hoping I don't know, I might have to pull out the stuff that's in there, get these up, and then I can put the books that I haven't listed on these shelves, so at least I might be able to get them out of the boxes and work out what's what, and I might be able to sort it out a bit better. That's kind of the plan. It's going to take a bit of time, but I'm over here fairly early at the unit, so, and this is Thursday and I've got tomorrow, so I can crack on and do a bit more then, work out the best way to do it. But let's get into the unit and show you what I'm working with. Right, in the unit, it's not as tidy as it has been, but it's a work in progress. So this is the type of thing, I've emptied boxes out, taken some of the stuff out, and then there's other books that have just sort of randomly sat there not doing much, so I've got to try and find somewhere to put them, to at least sort them out into a kind of a pile of some sort, so at least I can get them listed. Yeah, it still looks a mess, but it's a bit more organised, and the shelves are fairly full, so it'd be nice to at least have a couple of shelves that I can put some new stock on, and then put use the rest of the shelves probably to put the stuff to be listed on. But I've got a nice bench, so that's nice. This I've moved over here, and it still hasn't, I've listed it, but it still hasn't sold yet. I've had lots of interest in it, but nothing concrete as yet, so hopefully that will sell at some point soon. And then I've got a load of vintage stuff, which is still a bit of a mess, and I would like to get that sorted out to do. But yeah, so I feel like it's going to hopefully go somewhere. I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to take outside, because it'll probably fill up the outside, which seems impossible, but it's like a TARDIS in here apparently. So yeah, that's the plan anyway, to hopefully make some room. I need to measure it out first. I need to measure out how wide they are. I think the guy reckoned about 1 metre wide, so if I can work out about 5 meters, I think that should be what it is. But then I might need to work out if I need to move a table or anything like that. So yeah, a few bits to work out, but all in all, very happy with it. So I've been looking around for ages, and I've found a few. I've messaged people about them, and they didn't get back to me, or they've sold straight away. So I was really glad that I finally got hold of these. So they were £10 per bay. So it was £50 all in for all the shelving, and that should keep me going for a long old time, hopefully, to keep some of this stuff, well, get some of this stuff listed and get it out of the way, and then hopefully I might be able to, if I ever get to a point where I can have stuff along that wall and along that wall, then there's a big gap down the middle where I might be able to even get another row, at least some shelving down the middle, but that's going to be a long way off just yet, but lots of things to do before then. Right, let's crack on, get some of these at least get the stuff out of the car, because probably shouldn't have filled up the car that much, but it's done now, so I'm here, so that's good. Right, let's crack on. Right, there it is, all out of the car. It didn't take as long as I thought. It's not that heavy, it's just bulky. If it was that heavy, I probably wouldn't have got it in my car so easily, to be honest. But all these shelves, so the max they take is 100 kilograms apparently, so that's a fair amount of books over the thingies. So yeah, now how am I going to get those into there? I'll actually check to see if they fit, which I'm sure they will. Maybe I should do that first, but looks like they fit, doesn't it? There's a big old gap up there. Yeah, they're fitting fine, but in terms of height anyway, in terms of space, probably not so much. You probably can't see it that well because the sun is right behind it, hence the waving look. So yeah, I need to try and clear some of this stuff out, but I'll have a measure up first, make sure it all fits in, and then go from there. I've been trying to be good and actually start doing some workouts, a bit of exercising like I used to do before lockdown happened and before I became a dad, that kind of thing. So I was going to do a workout this morning, but I thought I don't really feel in the mood for it, so maybe I'll do one tomorrow. But now I'm glad I didn't, because I'm gonna move, although it's not heavy, it's just constantly moving, so it's just, and moving all these boxes is going to be a bit of a hassle too. So yeah, tomorrow I might have to, I wasn't going to go for breakfast, but I might have to, depends how much I get done. I'm just going to need to refuel, you know. Right, so far I've taken these boxes of clothes out, which it doesn't ever seem like much. I mean, I looked how many listings I've got, it's not actually that many listings, but it's just, yeah, I'm trying to cut down on those, so I might put a sale on to try and clear some of that out. But this has made a gap at the back, so here you can see, so this shelf, which I'm going to try and, I might just put that one there so it's flat on, but that's just not it's not a very good one. It's just a bit of a short one, so yeah, it'd be good to move that around anyway, and then I can get behind there, which is a load more books behind there, so I can drag those out. I measured up, these are surprisingly small, these these units, when you start measuring them. I thought 5 meters, that should easily fit in that gap, but I think the whole thing's 5 meters, so I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was getting confused because I was thinking it's 20 foot and I had it in my head that it was 20 meters, but obviously it's not 20 meters because that would be ridiculous. But yeah, don't know, just wasn't really thinking it through. So I will get 3 bays in hopefully, but I might need to move a lot more stuff, and then the other 2, don't really know what to do with those, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Just thinking, I don't think I'd be able to do that. Don't know, because they sort of follow on, so there's actually only 6 uprights, and then they sort of continue on, so it works out 5 bays. So the guy said anyway. I haven't actually done the math on that either, so yeah, might get a couple of bays up, see how it goes, and then maybe I can continue on after that. All fun and games. What I really need is a warehouse. That would be ideal, but that's a little bit way down the line, I think. First things first, get these shelves up, then we can discuss warehouses maybe later. Right, making some progress, kind of making a hole. So I've moved that into there, boxes on top which are ones to be sorted through, and we come around the corner here there is a big old gap which I've opened up, so I'll be able to get one shelf in there. I need to get those moved out the way to put the other shelf in. Whew, exhausting now, just moving all these books and reminding me how many books I've got, which is a lot. So I'm just taking a Vive brake, which is basically like Coke Zero but Audi, so yeah, it does a job. And then I think I'll try and get those shelves in, at least one shelf in, then I should be able to, once one lot's in, I think I'll be able to move it around and add another lot on, and go from there. Might need to move my table over a bit, but to do that I need to move all the other stuff out of the way, so I'll see what I can get in anyway and try from there. It'd be good once it's done, it'll be good because at least I'll be able to load up shelves, so that'll be, I feel like I'll have a whole lot more shelf space, because I will. Just a silly thing to say, really. The thing is, I've still got all of these. I'll show you the boxes are outside. So it's a bit bright, so I don't know if you guys see, should be able to see. These are just the ones I've pulled out from that corner, so there is all of these. Obviously behind it is the plastic boxes with the clothes in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 boxes full of books there. And that's only the back corner up there. Every so often I feel like I'm making a big dent in it, and then I pull something out like that and realise I'm not really even touching it, to be honest. So, oh, the joys, the fun. Almost swore then. Right, just having an Audi Pop-Tart because I need some very healthy stuff in me. I've got most of the shelf. Well, I'll show you. So I've got 3 shelves in. There's a bit of a gap, so I'm going to have another shelf in there. Might have to move these up a little bit because I think that might be a bit too big otherwise. Yeah, there's 2 there's wire bits which go sort of across that way and one across that way, which I need to strap in, but there's only 5 of them. I think it does. He said if you do every other one, it should be fine, which I'm not convinced about, but we'll see. I might put them on this one anyway, and then when I can clear in a bit more of a gap and put another one in. Hopefully I can get some of these boxes back in anyway and get them on there, and I've got a bit of a gap there, so I might just load them up in that gap there as well. Right, let's start cracking some stuff back in. Right, that was a lot of heavy lifting. I'm still not finished yet, but I've got 2 lots of shelves in. Ta-da! So this was all there. The annoying thing is I've obviously blocked that shelf in at the minute. But yeah, I need to, if I get the stuff in from outside, so still got all those boxes there, I might put those on the shelf, and then I can load up this stuff in front of it, so at least I can get to that. But there's still a bit of a gap down there as well. And there's the table is just like there, so I won't be able to get another one in without moving the table, which is tempting to do, but then if I do that, then obviously you get loads of light which hits this, which in theory is good, but it's kind of all broken up, so then I have to try and block it off to take pictures, which can be a bit annoying. So yeah, I'll have to think on that, but I've kind of run out of time I think for today. It's time, 1:30. So I've probably got enough time to get all that stuff in. I've got some orders to pick as well, but hardly anything because sales have been terrible. So I'm hoping with this I'll be able to get more stuff listed, which will help in turn boost sales. Yeah, been okay. I feel like I'm making progress, which is always nice. And it's always just nice when I move stuff around and I can kind of see what I've got, because some of these boxes have been hidden away since they've come in here. So yeah, interesting to see what's in some of them. Some of them might be quick bits to get listed. There's some obvious bundles of stuff, but then there's a whole lot of other stuff. There's so much stuff on like Sussex. I've got loads of these drifts guides which about books. There was a whole box I found on selling books, what they're worth. So like this directory of second-hand bookshops in the British Isles, which is, it's kind of interesting, to be honest. So I might look through some of it to see if there's any kind of knowledge I can take, although most of these are fairly old. But your own bookshop business guide, now that's tempting. I would love a bookshop, I just wouldn't want to run it. That's kind of where I'm up to with that. So if I was ever to have a bookshop, I don't think I'd want to actually work in it. I want someone to run it for me. So yeah, I might have a little look in that, see if it gives me any hints and tips. But for now, I'm going to get those other boxes in, get those on the shelf, and then see where we're at. Right, it's all back in. It looks even messier than it did to start off with, so that's always fun. But I have got all these extra shelving as well to accommodate in here currently. So yeah, all fun and games. You can see I've filled up. I can't really see the shelves, so yeah, all seems a bit pointless really, but I'm hoping it's a means to an end. So I feel like I've created a bit more space nearer the front, which then I can move stuff around a bit more, hopefully. Yeah, great. Well, that's something anyway. It's done something. I picked up my orders which are due to go out, so I've currently got a 10% off on books. So I've sold a few books and magazines. So this is Private Eye from 19, I think it's 66, 67 and 68. There wasn't 4 years for all of it, so I just sort of jumbled it all in, threw it all in together. And I've got loads of other bundles of Private Eye listed individual years, so yeah, that one I just sort of threw together. I sold What Katie Did Next hardback. That has been listed, I looked last night, it was September 23 I'd listed that. No idea why it's still had it listed, but it sold for £15 last night, so not bad. A bundle of Joseph Wambo, I think it is. 8 books sold for, I think it was £17.99, but they took the 10% off, so whatever that works out, £16 something. And then there was a bundle of 10 kids books, so I've put a little bundle together, and I've got these sort of little kids ones which I think are Advent ones, so I've thrown a couple of extras of those in as well. So in theory they're getting 12 books for the price of 10, but they're only little ones, so but yeah, at least they don't go to waste. And Megan Mogg collection of books, is it 10 books they've sold for, again I think they might have been, they've taken a 10% off. I can't remember how much it was. It was about £15 they've sold for anyway. So yeah, not too shabby. But I think on that note I shall leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that was of interest to you to see how I'm getting on. It's been a while since I've done a video, so please give me thumbs ups, and all kind of comments are always welcome. Even the bad ones, sometimes learn from it, sometimes I just let it wash over me, but please just carry on. Write down below whatever you think is best. So until the next one, I shall see you soon, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.